Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Haggett Hill. Winter's finally arrived here in the Missouri Ozarks. It's about 24 degrees this morning, about 27 now. It's going to get up to a balmy 34 degrees. Got to do some work today, some general chores around the place. But yesterday, my neighbor texted me in a panic his generator wouldn't run. And tonight and tomorrow, we got a chance of some freezing rain, some possible sleet, snow, you name it. And we've had some history of some ice storms here in southeast Missouri that last a while. So I'm going to go get his generator here in a little bit, see if I can't get it running for him. So we're going to help out a neighbor today. We're going to do some other projects around the place. So here's some of the things we're going to do today. I've got a whole bunch of pumpkins that we use for Thanksgiving and fall decorations. I'm going to load them up in an IBC tote, and then we'll take them up to the farm next time I go up there, and we'll put them out by the food plot, and we'll mash them with the tractor and flatten them out a little bit so the deer can eat them. I got to get some firewood in and fill my firewood rack up, but the most pressing thing is to get my neighbor's generator running just in case the power would go out. So watch along as we tackle some of our daily chores here on Haggett Hill. All right, so here's the neighbor's generator. It's a Husky. I'll let you get a look at the back of it. It's a Husky 5,000 watt, 6,500 watt starting. It's got a Subaru engine on it. I actually have quite a bit of experience with this generator, actually one just like it, because I happen to own two just like it. So my neighbor texted me yesterday afternoon, which was Sunday, and said he couldn't get his generator to start. So I went down and took a look at it. The gas in it that was old, we drained it out. It was green. It was so old. And it was getting fuel to the carburetor. So the carburetor is either gummed up or it just needed some fresh gas. So we got that gas out. And I'm going to look at it today, see if I can get it started. If not, I may have to clean the carburetor. But let's get this air breather off of here and see what we can find out. The story behind these generators is back in 2010, we had a major ice storm here in southeast Missouri, and I was still working as a trooper then. It was a crazy time, but many people were out of electric for several weeks. Luckily, we were only out of electric for about a day and a half at our house, which we didn't live here on Haggett Hill then. We lived in town. But after the ice storm, I happened to be at Home Depot one day, and they had these generators closed out, and they were $250 a piece. And I wanted one. So they ended up having about 8 of them. So I bought all 8 of them. And then started calling all my friends and family, see who wanted a generator. And I ended up keeping 2 myself. And then my dad got one. Anyway, I got rid of all of them except for the 2 which I wanted to keep. And my neighbor ended up with this one. Actually, his name was Tom. He was my best friend for about 25 years, and he passed away in January of 2021 due to some COVID complications. His wife is remarried, and So they've got the generator, and I'm going to try to help them get it fixed. Let's look in here and see what it looks like. I would say the carburetor's gummed up. But what we're going to do first, we're going to give it a little shot of ether and see if maybe we can't get it going. These generators have been pretty good. I actually have two of them. I have two electrical panels in my house, and I have a shut-off plug. I have a plug wired into each one of them, so I can run each generator on each box. And had to use them a couple times when the power's been out. And I get them out and run them every once in a while. It's a Husky brand generator. It's got a Subaru engine. Never had any issues with them. Let's go to work. Well, seeing how it starts up and runs with ether, I would say the carburetor's cleaned up. Let's get the garage door open and shoot a little bit more in there and see if we can't keep it running. Alright, well she ain't gonna run, so that tells me the carburetor's dirty. Let's see what we can do about maybe getting it cleaned out a little bit. This off.
Well, right here's where I lost the audio. Not sure exactly what happened, but things happened. So what I found out was the carburetor was pretty gummed up. Took it apart as much as I could. In my limited experience, I squirted some carburetor cleaner through it, cleaned that out pretty good, then blew it out with an air hose. Once I got it installed back onto the generator, started it up, ran just fine. I put a fan on it to put a little load on it. I let it run for about 15 minutes. It purred along just fine with no issues, so I delivered it back to the neighbor and called that project done.
My youngest daughter and her husband have a pumpkin farm, and all summer long they raise these pumpkins and they sell them in the fall and make displays, so we have an overabundance of them. My oldest daughter wants a few of these that she can cook up and freeze and make different pumpkin dishes throughout the year. So we're going to sort through these and we're going to pick out the ones that she wants to keep, and the rest of them are going to go up to the farm and we're going to feed the deer with them. Okay, so I got all the pumpkins loaded up that my daughter wants to cook. We'll put these in the garage so they can make it over the winter till she gets a chance to cook them. That's a lot of pumpkin bread and pumpkin pies. Then we'll come back and get the rest of these and leave them in the IBC tote and take them up to the farm for the deer.
Well, then come time to fill my wood rack, lost my audio again. Who knows what's going on? Once I got the wood rack filled up, you'll see that I had about 5 extra baskets of firewood. I moved them around from where I had them stored over by my shed covered up with tin, and I staged them underneath my covered deck. Makes it a whole lot easier to get to on those snowy, cold days.
Well, it's the next morning. As you can see, we got a little bit more snow overnight. It's another cold day here. I wanted to re-record an ending to this video and apologize to you for the poor audio, the poor lighting. Man, that's how things happen. Any of you ever tried to record a YouTube video or any kind of video? There's always technical difficulties, but I do apologize for that, and I thank you for watching. But we did accomplish what we set out to. I got the neighbor's generator fixed. I got my firewood hauled up, and I got those old pumpkins set to go up to the farm to feed the deer. What you didn't see off camera is I had problems with my garage door. They've been up for about 11 years, never had any issues with them, but somehow one of the cables jumped off and locked up the door, and when it did that, it threw all the electronics in a tizzy, so I had to get the cable back on, get the door track straightened out, and then reprogram everything. That took a couple hours, but I didn't show you that because you know how it is. When you're in a hurry trying to get something done, you can't record a video because it takes too long. I do appreciate you stopping by Haggett Hill and see what we do around here on a daily basis. Please leave me a comment, hit like, and subscribe. I like to read each and every one of those comments. And I've been looking on my analytics, and most of my viewers are not subscribers. If you would, please click that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a dime. And hey, if you don't like my content, I'll refund your money. How's that for a deal? It's a beautiful time of year. I really like winter time. It's pretty. I like the snow. I don't mind getting out in it. But now that I'm not working as a trooper anymore, I don't have to worry about all those traffic crashes. Thanks again for stopping by Haggett Hill. And as always, God bless to you and your family. I believe I need to ask for some new camera equipment for Christmas. What do you think?